said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said,
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And 9.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
23 yards, the final tally. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catch.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
The ball carrier.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The give to Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Operating from the gun. Jones gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 11 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. For 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, Jones. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Jones throwing on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Mahomes now on first down. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing Jones. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The pickup there, 5 yards.
Baltimore.
Here's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He's 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Jones caught left side Hopkins. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
His throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going to try and throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. The 20. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far, they need first down throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This one caught by Davis. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Ravens.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Mahomes to throw once more. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And a Raven first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's the
So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
7.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. Here's Jones on first down. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
A little stinger, but a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of this?
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to Taylor on first down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run with Taylor. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 18-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The kick by Bass is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
The 2-yard line.
This is Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Mahomes firing complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 19-yard line.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Get your scoreboard.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
From the gun is Mahomes. He completes it to Bryant. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll try and run. Taylor, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jones. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
At the 23-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, and he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Makes the score Browns 38.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now in desperation, he's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. Mahomes now to throw. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first